everybody. In this video, I'm reviewing the book Jacked, the Outlaw Story of Grand Theft Auto by David Kushner. So this book I had bought, I believe when it came out and stuff in 2012. And in it, David Kushner talks about Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar, the company that makes the video game Grand Theft Auto, how it came to be, and the lawsuits and everything that they encountered. So it gives the background of Sam and Dan Hauser. It's two brothers. They're over in England, London. Off the top of my head, I can't remember and stuff. They're over there. They're influenced by the punk scene, American rap, and then it goes into how they learned about computers and video games and coding and things like that. How they came up with the company of Rockstar, the good and bad things that happened internally at Rockstar with different employees, what it was like to work for Sam and Dan Hauser. One of the brothers, and of course at the moment it escapes me, took more of the leadership role of Rockstar, and so it talks about all that stuff. And then at the same time is talking about all the positive and negatives that's happening with Rockstar, with the Grand Theft Auto franchise, which is actually my favorite video game franchise of all time. Side note, I love the free roaming, the open world, that you don't have to play the mission. You can just walk the streets and see the details and stuff that the graphic artists put into the game, and just you can get so immersed in that world, and I love that. And so Grand Theft Auto is my favorite video game franchise of all time. And next year, I think it's August of 2026 is when the new Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. I'm going to get a whole new Xbox just for that game. Of course, my Xbox is many years old, so I'm due for one. But anyway, so back to the book. As well as talking about all that stuff with Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto and everything, it also talks about Jack Thompson. And the name may not mean too much to you all, but that's the lawyer who from day one was against the Grand Theft Auto games, thought that they were crude, that they were obscene, that children shouldn't have them, all those things. So me personally, I don't care for Jack Thompson based on what I've learned from the book. However, the book talks about him unbiased. It talks about him as an individual, like why he's going after Rockstar. And talks about his background and everything. So it doesn't portray him as the bad guy. It gives both sides and stuff. Now, as a fan of Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar, you see him as the bad guy because he's trying to stop this video game, and this company that may have brought you joy. So the book does really well about talking about that and stuff. It also talks about some legal cases. Most notably, there was one, and I believe it was here in America, but I forget which state. There were two brothers that decided to take, I think it was a .22, and they were up on a hill and they were just shooting at cars. And one of the bullets, like they were shooting at like semi-trailers, not at people. But it did hit a person and killed him. And so it talks about the, were these boys, influenced, by Grand Theft Auto, or was there something, already with, these, two brothers that caused them to think it was okay to shoot at traffic, things like that. So it goes into that. So it's not just, a joyous book. It's not just about the video game itself. It's about everything surrounding it. And so I really like that. And I thought David Kushner did a good job writing the book. I haven't read any of his other works, but I would highly recommend this book. He's also had wrote Masters of Doom, so there's a Doom video game. I've never played it, but I know of it. So if that interests you, just letting you know that book's out there as well. But yeah, I highly recommend this, especially if you're a fan of video games or of Grand Theft Auto. So I really liked it. If you guys have read the book, let me know in the comments below. If you go out and read, the book from after seeing this video and stuff, let me know. And what do you feel about the Grand Theft Auto video games? Do you like them? Have you played them? So what are your thoughts on that? So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.